What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we're going to be jumping into Punisher issue number 5. Throughout this series so far, we have seen a lot going on. Frank Castle, he is now Fist of the Beast, using his newfound resources. He has been combating evil across the globe, and that includes a cult of warmongers led by the god Ares. And the god currently furious that the Hand has any kind of influence over Frank Castle. We saw a handful of ninjas be able to escape Ares' wrath. This is when the Hand's priestess slaughtered all of their families, trying to make them more like Frank Castle, believing that this was the key to all of it. That is when Frank Castle snaps. Now, make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, you have liked this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we jump into issue number 5, we have Frank Castle waking up Maria, quickly grabbing her, grabbing some guns and some weapons, and he heads out, ready to get out of this place, be done with the Hand altogether. Because moments ago, he pulled out his sword, and he laid down the priestess, chopping right through her. We see her transform, taking some kind of monstrous form, more than likely some kind of power bestowed by the Beast. But even taking this form, she is no match for the Punisher. He cuts this monster down right where it stands, thinking that he might have to fight his way out of here. Not a single ninja raises their blade to him. They simply bow and say, "God bless the Beast." And so as he grabs his wife and he makes his escape, they leave the compound walls, the two of them making their way through the woods. Maria starts to feel very ill. She becomes very weak, not really sure what's going on. We see Frank Castle begin to carry her, trying to get as far away as he can possibly go. That's when we're thrown back to the past. A teenage Frank Castle, causing nothing but trouble, getting ready to be expelled from school. While he is sitting in the bathroom one day, this is when some jocks come in and they start to tease this guy, giving him swirlies, really just messing with him, picking on him, teasing on him, bullying him. And Frank Castle beats the crap out of every single one of them. This is when him and Stedman became friends. Stedman letting him know that Frank Castle, he has a lot of pent-up aggression. Eventually, it's going to be taken out in the wrong spot. Stedman, he recommends joining a sport, one where his aggression, it might be truly appreciated. That, of course, is hockey. And man, did he thrive. Not necessarily as a hockey player, but he was one to definitely throw down any opportunity that he got. And through hockey, that is how he met Maria. Instantaneously, the two were drawn to each other. After this first game, she came to many more. Frank Castle was always too shy to go say anything to her. That's when Stedman, he really stepped in, giving her a letter saying that these sweet words, they are all from Frank Castle. Words that he simply can't say because he is too shy. And so Maria, believing that these words are from Frank Castle, this is what kicked off their relationship. The lies of Stedman led to the greatest thing in his entire life. But for Stedman himself, this would very much lead to his demise. Because with Frank Castle being so preoccupied with Maria, Stedman was pushed off to the side. They stopped hanging out as much. Stedman started getting picked on even more. Kids from school that used to bully him, they offered to take him out, to have one good time, one good night. But that night, they went out drinking. The autopsy reports that Stedman had never been drinking, but everybody knew those guys that bullied him, they were drinking and driving. They survived, but Stedman did not. They left him there. He clinged on to life for 4 hours before he finally passed away. This is when Frank Castle knew that he could have saved him. He could have been there for him, but he is too distracted with love. A few days later, we have Frank Castle making a phone call from a payphone, calling Maria to really check in, because what he did is he found those bullies and he beat all of them to death. Not only that, he recognized that Maria was going to be a distraction from truly being able to live up to his potential. This is when he tells her that he joined the Marines. And this is when she tells him that she is pregnant. Taking us back to present day, we have the Punisher returning to the compound. That is because Maria has been slowly fading away. Returning here, this is where we see the priestess somehow returned from the dead. She sits here with a smug smile on her face, knowing the Punisher would return because Maria's resurrection treatment, she says it's not complete. And so if she gets too far from the compound, she will die. This forces Frank Castle's hand. It forces him to return back to the Fist of the Beast. Definitely not being happy about this, he lets the priestess know that when all of this is done, he will ensure that he kills her and she stays dead. But Frank Castle, wasting no time, he hands Maria off and he lets them know that he is going to face Ares, the god of war, by himself. While the priestess tries to say something, she is still a servant to the Fist of the Beast. The only thing he lets her know is that if Maria is dead when he comes back, he will burn this place to the ground. And so while he takes off in his helicopter, Maria is brought into the room where they make their prayer. Not really sure what is going on here. Not really even sure if this is actually Maria. There is definitely funny business going on. This is only going to last so long. They have Frank Castle holding on to this sliver of hope, but deep down inside, he knows this is not his Maria. That's what takes us outside the compound of Ares. The Punisher's helicopter being shot down out of the sky. The acolytes of war believing that maybe they took down the Punisher, but one by one they start getting diced up, with Frank Castle using their own weapons against them. He breaks into this compound, and inside, Ares, the god of war, is waiting for him, letting Frank Castle know that he is lost. But through the power of war and the grace of Ares, he vows that the Punisher will be redeemed. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I really did enjoy this issue because what it's showing us is as long as Maria is around, Frank Castle is distracted. He knew this all the way back when he was a teenager just at military fighting age. And he knows this now, but he wants to hold on to this hope, to hold on to these moments for as long as he possibly can. But the reason I believe that he has gone to the God of War by himself is not so that he can have a fight with him, but it's so that he can make a deal with him. Also, that last panel where Ares, he is sporting the Punisher's skull on his vest. I really am a big fan of Ares in this series because the only thing he is trying to do is get Frank Castle back to being the Punisher, back to being who he always has been, trying to show him that the Hand, they are nothing more than tricksters. Now, of course, he's doing this for all of his own benefit. Having a killer like the Punisher wage war like he does, he is someone that is very important to the likes of a god of war. But the fact that he is out here being the fist of another god, Ares is envious. He is jealous of this. But this also leaves us with so many more questions. What is the priestess? How can she take the form of that monstrosity? Is this actually Maria, or is this just some kind of copy that they have created? The biggest question of all, how long is it going to take Frank Castle to finally give up that Maria is actually gone and slaughter everybody? Let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything going on with the Punisher, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by hitting the Super Thanks button. This button will let you donate directly to the channel, and every little bit helps us out. Now, if you can't do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.